Arknights Endfield Korea issued an apology on Naver. I don't know what that is. They plan to review whether to make adjustments to parts where expressions and motions of some operators are deemed unnatural. They stated that the game and content does not contain any meaning other than the creative intent. So if you're unaware of the outrage behind this, why they would even have to issue an apology, which is frankly baffling. There's just certain motion, a certain pose with your fingers. People just do it naturally. Like sometimes you're just in that pose, but anytime a certain group of people, especially in Korea, anytime they see that in any sort of media or like just anywhere, they think that it is mocking the size of their genitals, their male genitalia. It sounds fucking insane, and it absolutely is insane, but somehow these companies just bend their knees towards them. Like they just accept it and apologize? Is this situation really that serious? Is the margin of complaining that much in Korea that you'd have to actually issue an apology from the game, from the company? I don't understand. I don't know the severity of this in Korea. Like, I understand culture thing. I understand cultures are different. People interpret things differently because of culture, again. But there's a limit to some things, because taking so much offense from something that is so harmless, it just speaks of your own insecurity rather than speaking of the so-called disrespect or malice. I'm going to assume that this person is Korean because his original text is in Korean. Most facts are exaggerated, and what I definitely want to point out is these two things. Before Charles Arnold's awkward finger snap motion, an accurate finger snap motion appeared, yet that motion still came out, which could demand a revision. Why is Levitine deliberately holding that finger gesture in place? There are countless instances of this game where characters are just still in motion after enacting a pose. That's standard. And for Levitine, am I crazy, or is there not even any semblance of that pose or gesture that these people are even complaining about? It's just really sad how this very irrational complaint actually gets paid attention to, and companies actually apologize for when they have no fault for. I remember an incident with this game, Chaos Zero Nightmare. That game was fire when I was actually playing it. I think it was like there was a character that got a little more attention, maybe some screen time, a male character. The girls were talking to him, I guess, and a certain part of the Korean community, they felt that they were being, how do I say it? They were being cucked. They felt that they were being cucked. So they complained. And I think Chaos Zero Nightmare is published by a Korean company. So they panicked and they apologized. It's still insane. Yeah, editing Zero here. I'm pretty sure they also had to go through an entire rewrite for the story because of this incident, just so he doesn't get that screen time and like make them feel cucked or whatever. Anyway, get back to the video. But why they caved, I kinda understand, even if it's still insane, because they're a Korean company, they're probably panicking. It makes sense, kinda. But for a company that is not even situated in Korea, I'm just thinking how massive the amount of complaints is and how much of an impact these people are having for them to actually actively apologize. I think criticisms are valid. There's definitely things that this game can improve on. There's definitely things that this game probably lacks, things that may not satisfy some or a lot of people, and everyone is right to express their opinion, but doesn't mean every opinion is sound. Sometimes some opinions are just too fucking brain dead. Pretty sure this is not going to impact the game too much. They're probably just, I don't know, I just hope they don't tweak too much of this game. I wish they just didn't listen to them at all. Like, just ignore these fucks, but what can you do? Maybe the volume is just that big of too much of a mess to deal with, so just a sad thing overall. Let me know what you guys think. Is Arknights making a mistake by listening to them, or was Arknights Endfield in the fault in the first place for making these poses? Just let me know. See ya.